Burgundy Ballers, welcome back to another early off-season edition of the Ballin in Burgundy podcast. Yeah, I got myself and I got Andrew on stream with us. Andrew, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? It's been a while. Life's been busy,
Yeah,
but I'm back on. So really excited to, talk some ball after a while.
yeah. Yeah, Justin is off work and links him with some family things, so prayers out to him. And Chris might be joining on here in a little bit. I got a text from him, so he should be joining on stream here in a few minutes. We got a lot to cover. We got some OTA news coming out. We got some quotes to talk about, and then we're going to get into our way too early 2025 mock draft. Our bread and butter here at BIB are the mock drafts. Before we get into any of it, I need y'all to do a few things for us. Head over to Instagram and TikTok at Ballin and Burgundy Podcast and on Twitter at BIB Podcast 12. Go give us a follow all over there. Any daily content we post will be over on those three social media sites. Any posts, any stories on those three. And then here on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell, and turn those notifications on to show every time that we upload here on YouTube at BIB. But let's get into getting out of OTAs. OTAs, honestly, have been an absolute blast. Seeing Mariota take the field, seeing Jane Daniels take the field, Luke McCaffrey already getting mentored by Scary Terry, Chef's Kiss, right? Ben Sinnott looking good, right? You got Sam Russell being the first guy in type of guy, wearing that number 2 proud. And I think 2 looks better than 0 on him.
I could see that. Yeah.
I like to. I think Diami will either give it up or be cut. So I think that's why he wears it. But he wears that too strongly, and I am all here for it. Our linebacking core, McGee, Wagner, Pittman, Davis, and the crew look strong out there. You see the photos of them like lined up in a row, just like, oh. I think we talked about it last episode, but if we didn't, I'll post a photo while we talk about it. I'm loving OTA so far. I don't know about you.
Absolutely. I've been keeping up on Instagram, seeing all the clips they're posting, all the highlights.
Yep.
Great catch from Dotson. Was it today or yesterday? That was fun to see.
Yep.
Burke was looking healthy. But yeah, the boys are balling. They're playing good football, looks like, and I'm excited to see what this new crew is going to look like this next season. But I mean, OTAs are finally here.
Yep.
Season's coming. It's all a sign. So we're getting really close. It's fun.
Yeah, for those who don't know, OTAs, it's organized team activities, and then we'll get into rookie minicamp and mandatory team activities into June and July. If there's training camp in August, your boy might be up there at Ashburn for a day or two. So if y'all see me, if you recognize me, you see the beard, you see the fit, I might have to get like a BIB hat or something, create some of those. It might be a little pricey, but hey, it is what it is. If you see me and I'm there, come say hello. I'd love to take a picture, talk with you guys. I love doing this with everyone, and so do all of us here at BIB. But 2 things I want to touch on coming out of OTAs before we get into the bread and butter is first things coming out of today, as according to John Kime, shout out to Commander's coverage on Instagram. Love everything he does over there. And when you guys see the post, it'll make more sense why I did it this way. According to John Kime, Jamin Davis has been working with the edge rushers in practice. He went back and forth and also worked the linebackers as well. But notably, nonetheless, we heard Quinn got here that Davis would be utilized more as a blitz piece than he was in the past. I think we've all agreed for the past year, Jamin Davis is a better run stuff pass rush linebacker than he is in coverage.
100%.
I don't know anybody who would say, man, Jamin Davis, one of those just pass coverage demons. No one's saying that. No one. Stop it. If you do, stop it. Get some help, right? But I'm all here for it. I think he had 4 sacks last season. And like they all came out like the beginning of the season. I'll pull up that stat for you guys. But Andrew, how do you feel about him taking snaps at edge rusher?
I'm excited, and we've been talking about this possibility since last season, right?
Yep.
And I think Dan Quinn's now talking about, and we're seeing it at OTAs. He's putting some work in with edge.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it's going to happen. He's struggled as a linebacker. I feel like his second year got a lot better than his first. Last year was okay-ish, but still nothing eye-catching, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like being able to almost like experiment with him a little bit, and try to find a new way for him to develop something that we think could be really good. Like he might do actually really well as an edge rusher.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 sacks as a linebacker isn't bad. So that's a good sign that he's ready
Yeah.
to, be aggressive, go after the quarterback, and get some more sacks on the edge. So, yeah, I've been saying I like it. I've been saying we should do it. We're doing it. So I'm excited.
Hey, I'm excited. These are the stats from the 2023 season. If they weren't up already, they will be up right about now. So in 2023, he had 89 in 13 games played, so the lowest of his career so far. He had 89 total tackles, including 50 solo and 39 assisted, and 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and an interception. So like an all around just good worker. I think people give him hate. I think we all give him a lot of criticism for where he was drafted super high. I don't think he should have been drafted in 19. I think if we had swapped the Cosme and Davis picked around, people would have been like, man, what a great draft. Steals at both. But I think because they were 19 and 48 or 49, it was a bit high. And Ron's lack of building the linebacking core is it was Jamin Davis and then who? David Mayo, John Bostic. Like, who gives a fuck? Nobody, baby, nobody. I forget what song that is. I gotta look it up. But no, we finally addressed it. We draft Jordan McGee. You signed B Wags. You signed Pittman, right? You bring in Bo Bauer out of UDFA. Like, we've already looked so much better at one position.
Yep.
And I mean, Davis's size. It's not like he's a skinny guy or he's a frail guy. No, he's 6'3", 234. That's edge rushing size.
That's a big edge rusher.
That's a big that's a dude that needs to put his hand in the dirt kind of thing. I don't think he's gonna be a Micah Parsons. I don't think he's gonna be a Fred Warner. Guys like that. But if he can be 5-6 sack kind of guy, be in rotation, coming off the run, coming on the blitz, I'm all here for it. I think the blitz is a perfect place for him to edge rush.
I agree. I'm right there with you, and that's what the plan is, right?
Yep. So. If you run a 4-1-5, four in the box, him in the middle, and you have 5 DBs, and you run a blitz for him right up the edge, right up the center, and they don't see it coming, you got yourself a 5, 6, 10-yard sack, and we look to be in better business.
Yep.
And I want to see it, Jamin. We give you a lot of slack, but we're rooting for you. If things go south, best of wishes somewhere else because I don't see him lasting very long. He's at 3 years, and I don't think he hasn't made the worst of it, but I do think he hasn't made the best of it. Here comes Chris, folks. Let's get him in here. And there he is. We had to pause so we could get some connection. But Chris, what's going on, man?
What's up?
What's happening? So like we just said previously, I think Jamin Davis at edge rusher and blitz is going to be an absolute piece, and I'm all here for it. Let's get into something that we all kind of hold near and dear to our hearts, both for good and bad. Emmanuel Forbes Jr., right?
Cut him. Goodbye. Leave.
Hey, man.
Superstar.
Next.
Nope. He is not the next superstar. Bro. He is a bust. Gone.
Bro, we have our own Eli Apple on our hands. How do you not feel comfortable?
You all can see how polarized we are on him, or maybe
for sure.
The odd one out. I don't know, but
no, I think we can all agree the size and the ball hogging ability is good on him. I think it's everything else that's need works.
Mm-hmm.
But for you guys who've seen the videos of OTAs, he's been taking a few snaps at punt returner, and Dan Quinn recently. Because they do a lot of press conferences out of OTAs. He had this to say. He said, I think right off the bat, we know there's more return opportunities. And so Emmanuel's got ridiculous return skills as a defensive player, in returning. So he wanted to add that part of it. Although he didn't do it at Mississippi State, which is where he was drafted from. That means he doesn't have the necessary traits. So we got a big, deep crew now that we're working with people both in punt and kickoff return. So that's just like everything, we're trying to find out what unique things a player has and how to feature them that not only will be during this time of year. Can he play punt returner? Can a safety come down to play dime? Can a tight end split out wide? Those are things that take time through training camp. One player may be able to do it, another player may not. And so it does take a little bit of exploring, but that's our job as coaches to find any unique traits that the players have. And that it's a lot that I'm saying, guys. and then how we feature those unique traits and trying to find the things that people can do versus the things they can't do. A lot of people are saying, man, they're just making excuses because they can't cut the guy. I think if let's say during preseason, they put him out there and he got 25, 30 yards at a punt return, I'd be like, hold up. Dax Mills not here. Diami's not returning kicks. I'd try it out.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Chris, I'm gonna start with you. How do you feel about Forbes taking some PR moves?
Very questionable.
Okay.
Very questionable, just because this guy's supposed to be what Andrew likes to call him, our next superstar.
Maybe not a superstar. Maybe all right. We'll see.
I honestly feel very questionable about this guy because he's a corner, so when corners try to go to catch the ball, for an interception, most of the time they drop it. And I know he's got I know we still have the rest of OTAs. Yep. We have mini camp,
training camp,
preseason, obviously.
Yep.
But even still, though, it would just feel very questionable, especially now that we have a joint practice against the Dolphins. Before I believe our second preseason game.
I think so.
It's just very. It would just be very questionable because at that point, do you have him play the 3 downs and then you send him out there for a punt return?
Right.
Or do you play him maybe 2 downs, whether it's first and third, or second and third? And then, because if you play him second and third, then he's out there for pretty much 3 straight plays. But like you said, we don't have Diami Brown, or we do have Diami Brown, but we all know he's not doing punt and kicks.
Nope.
Dax Mill is gone.
Pretty much. I mean, he's on IR, but pretty much.
Yeah. So it's like, who do you get? Yeah. And maybe you do have to step up and look for that next man, and maybe it could be him, But yeah. I mean, as for like him just being a corner, I think he needs to kind of find something else or step up.
He needs some. Have him go work with Dale Green. Dale Green said he would love to go work with him. Go work with Dale Green. Right.
Yeah.
But Andrew, how are you feeling about defense playing special teams?
Yeah. So the key word that stuck out to me when you're reading that off was exploring. I don't think this is something that we should be super angry by, or it also shouldn't be something that we're super ecstatic by, right? I mean, they're just looking at the possibility right now, and I think that's a good thing. I personally would like to see Kaz Allen returning somewhere.
Yes.
Mitchell
Tinsley. Yeah. So I feel like we have good options, but I'm not at all against exploring other options. He's got speed. He's got some agility. If he can learn to secure the ball well and see the field when returning, I'm not against trying it out. Like you said, in preseason, see how it goes. If it goes well, maybe try it out in the real season. But yeah, I feel like it's just giving us another good option. So we'll see how it goes, what they think of it. But yeah, glad they're trying stuff out and exploring.
Yeah, I mean, he's got size, 6 foot, 180 out of Mississippi State. Right, this past season he had 38 total tackles, an interception, 11 passes deflected. So not the greatest start, obviously. He was benched throughout the season, and we brought in, we brought in Jeremy Chin, we brought in Dominique Hampton, we brought in Ben Nickel, Tyler Owens, Chicken Newsome, Michael Davis, Noah Iganagaby, right, James Pearce.
We just drafted too.
Yeah, Mike Sandersill, brought in AJ Woods. Like, we've got guys, I think, who can play the position. But I'm with Andrew. I think exploration is never a bad thing. Brian Robinson was also taking snaps at PR and KR. But I think this will still be the Jamison Crowder show on returns. But I would love to see Kaz Allen and Mitch Tinsley taking some snaps because they didn't at all. And those were two receivers you could have used when Curtis went down, when Jahan wasn't looking good, when Jamison's out there and he's an old fart, right?
But I mean, if we being real, like I'm not gonna lie, I think if we use Jameson a little more, I think yes he is old, but I think we could use him a little more
Yeah.
in the game, and I
Mhm.
think he would be productive as he maybe once was his first go around here
Yeah.
in Washington. But as
Mhm.
for him, doing punt and kick returns, I think he's fine at it. So yeah.
Yeah.
He was good. I
It was
liked
good.
him at it. So
Yeah. And not to mention we also drafted Luke McCaffrey, brought in Olumi Zacchaeus, right? So we've got guys, we got young veterans, we got rookies, we've got guys who can play. I was talking with someone else. I think this is the first time, at least since I've been alive, that we actually have hope going into a season, right? Because
Hope
like
for what?
look,
Other
I think
than maybe 2013,
yeah, with our
20.
I think even with our RG3, I think because it's a fresh start. No more Dan Snyder, no more Bruce Allen, no more Ron Rivera, Jay Gruden. This is a whole new front office, right? Outside of Mayhew, there's not a whole lot of guys from the last regime.
I don't know why Martin Mayhew's still here. He should have been gone.
I think under this new role, we drafted pretty well. So I'm not gonna say he's like scum of the earth.
Yeah.
But we've got guys. I think Ben Sinnott's going to be a predominantly used piece at tight end, and I'm all here for it. He was my tight end too. Y'all saw us on Instagram. You went hype when we got Ben Sinnott. So there's
Especially
that.
at like what 50?
Got him at 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was a steal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think OT is going great. I just hope we keep going. I think they're gonna keep showing out great. I think Jaden's looking great. Everyone is swearing that he's a great guy, great teammate, great player, great leader. So I'm all hard worker, right? So I'm all here for it. But let's get into the bread and butter here at BIB, our mock drafts. And while we get into that, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button here on BIB and hit the notification bell to show every time that we upload. We do this for you guys, with you guys, and with everyone else here on YouTube, on Instagram. So we all love it. Head over to all our social media sites and go give us a follow over there. But let's get into this draft, right? I want to touch on a few things. This is a way, way, way too early mock draft, right? We are 11 and a half months out. We're 11 months out from the NFL draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's why the thumbnail looks green, folks, right? Because it's in Green Bay. But before we get into any of the mock drafts, or before we do any mock draft, I'm going to set up our draft to kind of start it out. Actually, I'm gonna do this with Carolina, right? Is the players in this draft? I think the key positions are edge. I think the key positions are tackle. So at edge, James Pearce Jr., Nick Soren, Jack Sawyer, JT Tutamalaw, Princely Unamele, which I think he transferred, right? Landon Jackson, Michael Williams, Tyler Barnes, Shamar Turner. These are all guys who are so much better than this last. I think this last edge draft. And James Pearce Jr., who is the projected number 1 overall pick, 13 sacks last season for Tennessee. Played primarily off the tackle. And this is PFF, so it's not the most ideal, but it's the best one we're going to get right now, right? 6'5", 242. This dude here is tall, can get to the quarterback, and will shit on your offensive line, right? I think offensive line is really good, especially at tackle. You have Will Campbell, Kelvin Banks Jr., Jonas Sabanai. I'm totally said that name wrong. Emory Jones, Ajay Cornelius, Josh Simmons, Jonah Mahim, Blake Miller, JC Davis, right? Joshua Gray. I think this is a very good tackle class. And I think back on defense, your DNs, Mason Graham, Deion Walker, Tyreek Williams, Nasir Stackhouse, Riley Mills. Those are really good. And then the linebacking core, Harold Perkins, Abdul Carter, Barrett Carter, Studham, Dumas Johnson, my guy J.H., Jason Henderson, Jay Higgins, Small Mondon Jr. I think it's a really good. I really want us to get Jason Henderson, please and thank you. But that's just bias. But are there any players for you guys that stick out? Any research you guys have done? They're like, man, I would kill for this guy.
I really like I'm forgetting it's like Jabbar Muhammad from Washington, cornerback.
Oh, yep.
He's really the only dude that I've looked into more
than
not. He's got really good ball skills, super athletic, great coverage in man. But he's not big. So I think that's sort of the concern right now for people, because you don't want a cornerback to be 5'10".
Yeah.
But he's certainly got the talent to overcome his height problem. So he's someone that I've watched a little bit of tape on. And so far I like a lot.
Yep. I like that. Chris, anyone that stands out to you?
The only name I know on here is Travis Hunter. That is it.
Travis Hunter, Mr. back and forth offense and defense himself. Which, hey, say what you want about the kid. I think he's got swag. I think he's got charisma. I think he's got heart. I think he just has to choose which side of the ball he wants to play on.
You could play both. I mean, Deion did that.
But Deion, what was his main thing? Defense. He played some receiver. He played some special teams. But what is he primarily known for? Defense.
Defense, yeah.
Right. I personally think Travis plays better at receiver than he does corner. It's going to be controversial. You can sound the alarms, roll in the tanks, back up the trucks, right? Send in the mob, send in the FBI, the full-blooded Italians, right? But I think he just translates a little bit better at receiver, standing 6'1", 185, right? Now, he had a good season, right? 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, an 89 passer rating. I think that's got to go down significantly, especially from his Jackson State days in 22. But I think he does play better at receiver than he will corner. Because you can get physical as a receiver. You can't get physical anymore as a corner.
Yeah.
Right? Andrew, you were going to say something?
Yeah, there's just another dude that I briefly looked up before we started the podcast, is that Michigan cornerback.
Will Johnson?
Yes. His 29 passer rating caught my eye. So I looked him up, and he's got some really cool stuff. So
this is good stuff. Good size.
I bet you Perry could beat him, though.
Bro, I mean, he was being Quan Martin earlier, but no, Will Johnson is looking good.
Yeah,
anybody can beat Quan Martin, please.
Man, give the man some respect. Put some respect on Quan Martin's name. But no, there's
the only reason that they had 2 interceptions last year is because they were both deflected.
Fair. Touche. But no, 4 interceptions, 29 passer rating, primarily at corner, and then someone in the box. Yep. No, this is good stuff. I think one cat who will be a guaranteed top 5 pick, Luther Burden the second out of Mizzou. 5'11", 208. He's a little undersized, but look at the 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns for the Tigers. This man is a beast. This man's a baller. And I think one other guy I really, really like is Ollie Gordon the second out of Oklahoma State. 6'1". Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I was going to say, hey, you already know Shedeur Sanders is going to have to be a top 5 pick because he's Deion's son. I mean,
probably. I'll get a quarterback here in a second, but Ollie Gordon, 1,700 yards in 14 games.
What?
Hey, what is he, a receiver or a running back?
Running back. He's a 14 games, 285 attempts, 1,700 yards, 21 touchdowns.
1,700.
Did Adrian Peterson have that in college?
Dude, this man did it in 1 year at Oklahoma State.
No. That's what I'm saying. Did he do it in 1 year when he was in college?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. And added another 330 yards through the air.
Yeah, because if AP didn't,
AP had a lot. Had a lot.
He did, but if we're being real, the running backs, they usually like get that kind of height and that kind of yards. People say he'll succeed in the NFL, and then he turns out to be a flop.
Fair. I did over 2,000 all-purpose yards, 21 touchdowns in 1 year. Outside of a quarterback and receiver, when was the last time we said, dude, this cat here, 21, like, I don't know a receiver that had 21 touchdowns in a season in the NFL. I can't name you that guy.
That's crazy.
Randy Moss.
Was it Randy? How long ago was Randy? 2000s, 90s?
2007.
2007? So almost 20 years ago. This man's doing it at halfback. And he's good size, 6'1", 211. That's a good size for a running back, too.
Well, didn't LaDainian Thompson in like 2006 have over like what?
I think he did too. And even in this draft, you got Donovan Edwards, Jaden Ott, Trevor Etienne, Taj Brooks, right? Damian Mark. Like, it's a good running back class. I think the weakest position is quarterback.
Yeah.
Carson Beck, Shadur Sanders, Quinn Ewers, Jalen Miller, Drew Aller, right? Dylan Gabriel, Jackson Dart. Like, these are good Go ahead.
Fifita's good.
Fifita, right? But a lot of these guys, let's talk about Noah Fifita, right? Great 2023 and 24. You stayed about the same, right? 2,800 yards, 25 touchdowns in 2023. He's 5'11" and a redshirt freshman, so he's undersized for what we're looking for, right? Dylan Gabriel, transferred to Oregon, 3,600 yards, 30-6. What is he? 5'11".
Yep.
He's a little undersized. Drew Aller, I think just needs accuracy help. Right, 25-2 is a great stat line, but not with 2,600 yards. Mm-hmm. But he's 6'5". Like, I think this is the Joe Milton of this class is Drew Aller, right? And the big name that we're all going to be the big three names is Quinn Ewers, right? Good size, 6'2", good season at Texas. I think he's got to play a little bit better. Jalen Milroe, Alabama, 6'2", mobile, good arm, 23-6. Could use a little work. And Shadur Sanders, who dropped one of the worst mixtapes I've ever heard in my life recently.
He got one of the what?
One of the worst song mixtapes I've ever heard in my life. Get this man off the airwaves, right? Like, good size, 6'2", but he was sacked like 60 times at Colorado. 27-3, 3,200 yards, but he still has a lot to work on. And Carson Beck is going to be the first QB taken, but what is that saying about this draft class? If Carson Beck's your first QB.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Look, we all know that's not going to happen because you have Deion's son in there, and so everybody's going to be like, oh, Deion's son has to go first in the NFL. Nope. You already know they're going to do it, bro.
I don't think so.
Tell me what happened with Jerry Rice's son this year.
Went to the 7th.
But I mean,
projected 3rd, went to the 7th.
You got to think about it, though. Like, if we're being real, if Deion's son, I think Deion's son goes within the top 5, right?
I don't see it.
Nope.
I think I can see.
Read me off the top, the first 5 picks.
First 5 are right here. Carolina, they have Bryce Young. Patriots, they have Drake May. Denver, they have Bo Nix. They have Bo Nix. Tennessee, they have Will Levis. New York, they have Daniel Jones. That's the first team that needs quarterback. is the Giants, and I don't even know if they go quarterback. I don't know if
they're going quarterback. They're going quarterback. Daniel Jones is gonna flop.
Then it's I think it's Carson Beck or Quinn Ewers who is the first QB taken.
I think it's gonna be Deion's son.
I think Shedur's gonna fall to 9 at the Raiders if this is the current standings.
Guys, I think there is a real good reason why this is way, way too early.
Too early. Yes, sir. I think Travis, we got a lot, but based off of my prediction right now, I'm putting out into the ether and the universe. Travis Hunter will be a top 5 pick.
Ooh, nice.
Pointing that on the streets, the YouTube streets right now. Travis Hunter will be a top 5 pick.
As a corner.
You putting that on our next Super Bowl?
I'm putting that on our next Super Bowl, and he's gonna be drafted as a cornerback.
There you go.
I'm putting it out there right now, right?
Watch us the ones that pick him up.
I can see it, but speaking of, we're gonna do some mock drafts. I'm gonna take control, and then I'm gonna let Chris and then Andrew respectively do this. I'm gonna do 3 rounds, right? I'm gonna do them all in the same, more, less, right? Yeah, less randomness, right? Because we only get like 4 or 5 picks, and I think we want to have a little bit of fun here. So I'm gonna take over. GM John is in the building. How do? I'm not gonna do any trades. I'm gonna stay here at 630 and 70 unless there's someone I really, really want, right? So here we go. James Pearce, Mason Graham, Will Campbell, Will Johnson, Carson Beck. I go offensive tackle. Kelvin Banks Jr. 6'4", 324. Let up 1 sack last season. I think he's just going to get better for the Longhorns protecting Quinn Ewers. Yep, Shadur went to the Raiders. But did I just see Cowboys go? Hold up. I'm gonna go back up to the top. So Luther Burden goes. That would be a nasty core. Holy shit! Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Luther Burden, dog. JJ McCarthy would be swimming in receivers, right?
Yet still be throwing balls, not even close.
Yeah, not even close, right? Shadur goes to Las Vegas. Travis Hunter goes to Tampa Bay. Actually, I quite like that. Jags go Emeka Ibuka, another receiver, right? Jack Sawyer to the Chargers. Quinn Ewers to the Jets to replace Aaron Rodgers. Ollie Gordon goes to the Cowboys to replace Zeke, right? Andrew's boy, Jabbar Muhammad, goes to the Philly.
No thanks.
Justin's boy, Denzel Burke, I forgot to shout him out, goes to the Cincinnati Bengals, right? Here we are at 38. There's a lot of good stuff here. I go corner again. I go Sebastian Castro, a little undersized at 5'11", but 3 interceptions, played great his rookie year, played great this year with 14 games, 3 interceptions, a 43 passer rating, plays primarily in the slot, so he could pair up with Mikey Sandersill, and we call it a day. Right? Drew Aller goes. Micah Williams goes. Where QB's taken? Right? Jalen Miller to the Saints to replace Derek Carr. Drew Aller to go replace Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Right? Here at 70, I really, really, really want to go linebacker. Right? I want to get my guy Jason Henderson.
Okay.
I want to. 6'1", 227, right? 93 tackles. I think he had like 4 or 5 sacks this season. Plays primarily in the box. But I'm not going to.
Ooh.
I'm not going to. I'm going to go safety.
Shiloh?
Rod Moore. 6 foot, 198. Plays primarily in the slot. Primarily deep. He played well for Michigan this past year. Shiloh looks good, but I don't know if I'm ready to take a risk on a Sanders kid right now. Before someone says, how could you say things like that? Why do you gotta bring it up? I don't think they're polished enough. I think you want to go from Jackson State to Colorado, and Colorado went 4-8, and I think he got injured. I don't want to take the risk. So I'm gonna go Rod Moore and pair him up with Dominique Hampton and Derek Forrest and whoever else we bring in. Right? So this is my little 3-round mock draft, and I'm gonna stop yapping here in a second. But I get a B- on my draft. How do y'all feel? Tell me how you feel. What you mean? What you mean? What you yawning for? I gave us a quality draft.
Bro, you can't draft scouts like me, bro. I was getting A+ on my scouts.
Man. You were ready to risk it all for Shador.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Chris's draft.
That's Chris's draft. Shador, Shiloh. He's gonna trade back up for Travis. He's going all Colorado. Right. But I go B-. I think you get your tackle of the future. I think you get a good corner and a good safety. I don't think I went wrong here.
Bro, hold on. Didn't Colorado go like
4-8?
They started out, or they went 4-8, but didn't they start out like 4-0 or like
Yup.
3-0?
Uh-huh.
Bro, Dion, get out of there, dog.
Dog. Chris, it's your turn, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
Word.
All righty. We're kicking things off. And one of the exact segment, where do you stand at 6?
Give me the dude out of Kentucky.
Deion Walker.
Yes.
Defensive interior, 6'6", with 8 sacks for the. So we go another Kentucky player in the first round. People are gonna hate you.
I don't care.
People are gonna hate you, my friend. Pick 38. How you feel?
I feel good, brother. Hey, give me that safety out of Iowa.
Xavier.
However you say his last name.
Nowankpa. I got it. 6'2", played really well.
Oh
Xavier.
man, dude, I am drafting some like studs that are tall, bro.
Xavier Nowankpa is how we say his name in the Caucasian community. I bet it's wrong.
When is Gabe Taylor supposed to come?
I think 2026.
Bro, I thought he was coming 2025.
So far, nothing on a Gabe Taylor.
Bro, I need Gabe Taylor. Give me the halfback out of Cal.
Oh, you want Jaden Ott?
Yeah.
Okay. 6 foot, 200, 1,300 yards, and 12 touchdowns for the Golden Bears. So is this an Austin Eckler replacement or a Brian Robinson replacement?
Well, Eckler's only going to be here for 2 years?
Yeah, he's already in year 1.
Yeah, so I don't know.
You went straight B+.
See, I told you, bro. I told you I draft some studs. Stop playing with me, bro.
Stop playing with you?
Yeah, stop playing with me. Yeet.
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 All right. Andrew's like, what the fuck? All right, Andrew.
I think my plan is just to take whoever's at the very top so I get an A+, and I beat.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
Alrighty. Andrew, you ready?
Copy me, man.
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it. Top 5 starts the same.
Main positions of need I see us having. I think we're still probably going to need tackle. I think we're still probably going to need cornerback. And I could see us trading Jonathan Allen.
Okay.
And I think we're going to really want to beef up that D-line, even though we got Newton. So I feel like those are sort of my top 3, which I'm going to go with in these picks.
Okay.
So let's see. Go to tackle for me.
Offensive tackle. There's some good ones.
Yeah, I think Kelvin would be the only one that makes sense here. Go to D-line and then corner 2 if you're willing.
Good kid out of Notre Dame.
I looked at Morrison.
6 foot 185.
60, 29 year before, 6 interceptions.
Yeah, 3-3. 9 in 2 years is good stats.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go with him. We're going
Benjamin Morrison.
Yep.
All righty, we're bringing some fighting Irish to DC. Mr. Morrison, you are a commander. All righty, pick 38.
Let's see. Click on Williams for me.
Tyleek Williams out of the Ohio State, 6'2", 290.
Okay. Only 2 sacks in 13 games, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's an interior, so it's not too bad.
Not eye-catching, though.
He's a run
on Jones.
Emory Jones, offensive tackle out of LSU, 6'6", 315, big boy.
Out of LSU, hey yo, ain't that where my wife Livy Dunn is?
Hey, man, we all know
taken lady, Chris.
She is a taken lady. The Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher has her in his grasp, in his glove.
Yeah, not for long.
Check out that Oregon tackle for me.
I got you. Johnny Cornelius. Oh, we got another Cornelius coming into DC.
Oh my god, bro, dude. Andrew, if we take,
yeah, this is a pure right tackle upgrade.
Andrew, if we take this guy and he proceeds to fail, I will come and find you, throw you out of your own window.
Only window.
All right, let's do it then. Chris is just encouraging me at this point.
Oh, we're taking him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
You're 18 too, right?
Oh man.
I ain't holding back then.
Oh man, that's rough. Pick 70.
Damn, we only on pick 70? How the hell did we only get to pick 70 just now?
Because there's only 3 rounds.
Who do we have a D-line here?
A defensive line.
First name D's, last name Nuts.
Damn, got him.
Click on Stackhouse for me.
Nazir Stackhouse out of Georgia. 6'3", 320. Thick boy.
Big.
Whoa, hey, pause.
Resume. we just having fun out here.
Let me see best available.
Best available would be Ott, maybe Edwards, some safeties, a corner.
Don't need running back.
You go quarterback, don't you? You go Dylan Gabriel. No, I'm kidding.
No, Jaden's the man.
JD5
back here. Ooh, click on Brailsford. Center.
Parker Brailsford, center out of Washington, 6'2", gave up 1 sack last season, and he can play a little right guard too.
That's tempting. Let's go with him.
All right, Parker Brailsford, finishing up the interior of the offensive line in this draft.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what Mr. O'Connell can whip up in the GM's room.
Be a good PFF grade because I was dropping, but I like the talent we're going here.
Damn, bro. If we took that, oh my God, Andrew, me and you gonna have words.
Whoever's at the top, but I'm using my IQ here. All right, it's deeper. It's deeper than the PFF grade. Right? Anyone can take whoever's at the top.
Look, bro. Look. I was getting my scouts, all right, at an A- in this year's mock drafts, all right.
The Raiders took Brock Bowers and didn't need him.
Oh goddamn.
They took him when they had Michael Mayer, and he was a beast for them. Come on now. I like this. So I think Johnny Cornelius is actually a solid tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Puts you at the bottom of Washington drafts, but hey, we are early into this thing, right? You got Colson Loveland out of Michigan. You got JD Tutamalaw out of the Ohio State, right? You got Nick Soren, Teratoa McMillan, Malachi Starks, right? You got a bunch of ballers going in this draft. So you're going to watch out. We might do a few more of these through the offseason, but next year we definitely, just swing right into mock draft season. We got a lot of content coming out for you guys. We got more on the way. Can't thank enough for supporting us, guys. Anything else y'all want to add?
No, good.
Look, man, Libby's taking. Stop reflecting.
Oh, I'm away.
Bro, how many wives you got? You got her. You got
her, Katie Feeney, Katie Sigmund, Trish Stratus, Tori Wilson.
Who's the reporter?
Jackie Redmond.
Kay Adams.
Kay Adams.
Yeah. Who else do we have on there? Let's see.
Bro, you said it.
Start a list. We need to start a
Lainey
list.
Wilson.
Lainey, oh my lord. Oh god. Oh no. Oh lord. Where's my bat?
Who else?
Where's my flashlight? I need to talk some sense into this man right here because this man is getting horny on the YouTube streets.
Oh, Alexa Bliss.
Dog, relax. Where's my flashlight?
Hey,
I'll put it somewhere.
Hey, y'all got any cousins that are like
dog? Hey, relax, sir. Where's my? It's right here. Sir. Relax.
I'm glad Justin's not home right now.
Relax.
He would probably have me fired.
Stop it. Get some help. Oh my lord.
No, I am tired. I'm running off of like second energy right now,
bro. Where is Seth Rollins? No way. Not like this, pal. That's not how this works. Where is he? But guys,
Samantha Irvin too.
Hey, man. All right, guys, we're gonna get off before we start this into a goon session, and we ain't about that. We ain't about all that, right? This is not a Kai Senate stream where you man. Let me get into that. All right, guys, can't thank y'all enough for coming on. Don't forget over to Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Go follow us at BIB Podcast and at Ballin and Burgundy Podcast. Here on YouTube, hit the like, subscribe button, hit the notification bell, turn on post notifications, let you know every time that we upload here on YouTube. Shout out to Tony, Rio, Watching on the Daily, and Corey for supporting us since day one. All their links down in the description. If y'all want more content, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, raise hail to the Commanders, and don't forget to stay ballin'. We'll see y'all out there.